Abrams, Leopard, or Challenger? See where the icons of NATO started and where they are going in our full 75-year timeline, covering all 4 generations of tanks. We start our list with first generation, M4 Sherman series. Over 50,000 of these legendary workhorses were built for Allied forces. America's Shermans served across Europe and the Pacific. Many future NATO allies used them after the war. M26 Pershing series. This heavy hitter arrived late in World War II, but dominated Korea. Belgium and Italy operated Pershings for NATO defense. It proved American tanks could match anything. Centurion series. 13 NATO nations operated this legendary British tank, including Canada and Denmark. The Centurion served from Korea to Desert Storm. It fought for over 40 years everywhere. Up next, M46 Patton series. America's first Patton saw heavy Korean combat. Belgium and other NATO partners used it throughout the 1950s. It combined mobility with firepower perfectly. M41 Walker Bulldog series. This fast scout served with Spain, Denmark, and other NATO nations. It fought in Vietnam and countless conflicts. Over 3,000 were built for reconnaissance missions. Now this is the M47 Patton series. Over 8,000 were built for Turkey, Italy, Spain, and Germany. This tank bridged the gap between World War II and modern Cold War armor for NATO. M48 Patton series. Germany, Turkey, Spain, and Greece used this NATO workhorse. It fought through Vietnam's jungles. The rounded hull became iconic across 19 NATO member nations. AMX-13 series. With its oscillating turret and autoloader, this nimble French light tank impressed everyone. The Netherlands operated them for NATO reconnaissance. Over 3,000 served worldwide. Conqueror Heavy Tank series. Britain's massive tank defended NATO's German border against Soviet threats. Its 120mm gun penetrated any armor. Only 185 were ever built. Up next, M103 Heavy Tank series. America's heaviest tank, guarded NATO Europe during the Cold War. It weighed 65 tons with a massive gun. Marines used it until 1974. Next up, second generation, 1960 to 1980. M60 series. 15,000 of these were built as NATO's backbone for 30 years. Turkey and Greece still operate upgraded versions. It defined Western armored power, from Vietnam to Desert Storm. Then, Leopard 1, A1 to A4 series. 13 nations adopted this impressive German returned tank building. Canada, Italy, Denmark, and the Netherlands relied on the Leopard 1 throughout the entire Cold War era. Up next, Vickers MBT series. Britain built this versatile export tank with simple maintenance in mind. It served alongside NATO forces in various regions. Over 900 were produced for international markets. Next, Chieftain series. Britain's heavily armoured tank served NATO from 1967. Its 120mm gun dominated battlefields. Kuwait and Oman also trusted British engineering power. AMX-30 series. Over 3,000 were built, prioritising mobility over armour. Spain and Greece extensively used this fast French tank for NATO. It dominated French forces for decades. Stridsvagn 103 series. Sweden's turretless wonder amazed NATO military observers worldwide. It aimed by tilting the entire hull. Only Sweden deployed this radical and extremely low-profile fighting concept. M60A2 Starship. America's futuristic missile tank tested ambitious new NATO concepts. Only 540 were built. Complex systems proved too difficult to maintain despite the technology leap. Now let's look at third generation, 1980 to 2000. M60A3 series. This upgrade kept NATO's Patton relevant into the 1990s. Thermal sights and laser rangefinders transformed it. Turkey and Greece still field modernized versions today. The next one, Leopard 2 A0 to A4 series. 18 nations bought this revolutionary German tank with advanced composite protection. The Netherlands, Spain, and Greece trusted the Leopard 2 as NATO's gold standard throughout the Cold War finale. M1 Abrams, America's gas turbine-powered beast, changed NATO warfare forever. It could hit 70 kilometers per hour. Over 3,000 deployed in Europe, facing potential Soviet attacks. T-54, T-55 series. After the Cold War ended, Poland and Czechia brought these into NATO. Over 100,000 were built. It's history's most produced tank, serving everywhere. T-72M series, Poland, Bulgaria, and Romania operate these for NATO today. Over 25,000 exist worldwide. Its low profile and autoloader remain effective in European defence strategies. Challenger 1. With its Chobham armour, this British beast served NATO forces superbly. A 5-kilometre kill record was achieved in Desert Storm. Only 420 were built for ultimate firepower. M1A1 Abrams series, NATO's Desert Storm legend, destroyed enemy armour at incredible ranges. Over 5,000 serve America today. Australia and Poland also operate them for rapid armoured dominance. Leopard 1A5. The ultimate Leopard 1 upgrade served NATO into the 2000s. Greece and Turkey still use them. Advanced fire controls from Leopard 2 made it lethal. The Clerk series. France's technological marvel serves NATO with cutting-edge electronics. Its autoloader fires 12 rounds per minute accurately. Only France operates them within the alliance currently. C1 Ariete. 200 of these defend Italian territory today. Italy's main battle tank entered NATO service in 1995. It's designed specifically for Alpine and Mediterranean terrain operations. M84 series. Croatia and Slovenia operate these for NATO today after joining. Over 600 were originally built. Modern electronics transformed this design into a capable alliance defender. TR-85 series. Romania developed this independently before joining NATO. After membership, they modernized 400 units. It shows Eastern European innovation and adaptation of Soviet technology creatively. Continuing with Generation 3.5 Modernized 2000 to 2026, PT-91 Twardy, Poland's upgraded tank, strengthens NATO's eastern flank today. Over 200 serve Polish forces. Explosive reactive armor and electronics transformed the classic T-72 design. Leopard 2, A5 to A8 series, Germany's latest versions, protect NATO's core strength. Wedge armor and digital systems define modern warfare. Finland, Norway, and Sweden recently joined using these advanced platforms. Then, Stridsvagn 122. Sweden brought these into NATO in 2024. Extra roof armor protects against top attacks. 120 serve in harsh Scandinavian forests and conditions. TR-85M1. Bizonal, Romania's modernized beast, strengthens NATO's Black Sea defense. Improved fire control and protection transformed the design completely. It guards the alliance's southeastern border effectively. Challenger 2 series. Britain's Fortress has never lost a crew member to enemy fire. 386 serve NATO forces. It features the world's toughest armor protection available today. Up next, M1A2 Abrams series. America's networked Warrior dominates NATO battlefields today. Over 1,500 serve. Poland operates 250, making them a key Eastern European armoured power. Next, T-72 M4 CZ. Czechia's deep modernization impresses NATO partners greatly. Western electronics meets Soviet reliability. 30 upgraded tanks defend Czech territory with dramatically improved combat systems. M60T Sabra, Turkey. Upgraded 170 for NATO service. New armor and fire control systems created a formidable fighter. It shows how old patterns can become modern machines. Up next, Leopard 2 PL. Poland modernized 142 for NATO's eastern defense. New armor and optics keep them competitive. They patrol the alliance's critical frontier alongside American Abrams. K2 Black Panther series. Poland bought 1,000 from South Korea for NATO. Active suspension handles rough terrain perfectly. It's the alliance's first Asian-designed tank, strengthening Eastern European defences. C1 Ariete AMV. Italy's upgrade keeps their NATO tanks relevant today. Better armour and digital systems modernise 200 vehicles. They defend southern Europe alongside other alliance members effectively. Leclerc XLR. France modernises 200 for future NATO operations. Network warfare capabilities and new armour ensure readiness. It remains one of the alliance's most technologically sophisticated platforms. Finally, we have fourth generation Future, 2025 beyond. M10 Booker, America's new light tank, supports NATO rapid deployment forces. It weighs only 38 tons, but packs serious firepower. 504 are being built for infantry missions. Now this is the KF-51 Panther. Germany's concept tank could revolutionize NATO firepower. The 130mm gun is unprecedented. Several alliance members are studying this bold, futuristic design closely. K2PL. Poland customizes Black Panthers for NATO's eastern frontier. Additional armor and Polish technology enhance them. They're central to Poland's massive military build-up along alliance borders. Challenger 3. Britain modernizes Challenger 2s into these for NATO. A new turret and smoothbore gun transform them. 148 will guard the alliance starting 2027. Abrams X. America's experimental concept could redefine NATO armor. Hybrid power and unmanned turrets reduce weight. The Army tests technologies that might revolutionize alliance tank warfare completely. The next one, MGCS. France and Germany developed this to replace Leopard 2 and Leclerc for NATO. It's a networked system beyond traditional tanks, expected in the 2040 decade.